A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a historic and unprecedented turn of events, South Korea's former president, Yoon Suk Yeol, has found himself in the spotlight as he faces serious charges of insurrection. The trial commenced on Monday at the Seoul Central District Court, marking a significant moment in the nation's political landscape. Yoon, who was impeached and stripped of office earlier this month, stands accused of attempting to undermine civilian rule through his controversial declaration of martial law last December. As the trial unfolded, Yoon firmly denied the allegations against him, asserting that his actions were not a coup d'état but rather a necessary measure to alert the public about the opposition's actions. The prosecution, however, contends that Yoon's declaration lacked legal justification and aimed to paralyze state institutions, including the parliament. They argue that his decision to deploy armed soldiers to parliament was an unlawful attempt to exert control over the legislative process. During the proceedings, Yoon took the stand to defend himself, passionately rebutting the prosecution's claims. He emphasized that the martial law declaration was a brief, nonviolent action intended to communicate a message to the nation. This was a peaceful message martial law to the nation. I knew this martial law would end within half a day, Yoon stated, insisting that his intention was not to disrupt governance but to respond to what he perceived as a crisis caused by the opposition's impeachment of over 20 officials. The martial law, which was declared on December 3rd, was lifted just 6 hours later after lawmakers successfully resisted the military's attempts to enter parliament. This swift response from the legislative body led to Yoon's backtracking on his declaration, further fueling the debate over the legality and intent behind his actions. The prosecution plans to present witness testimonies from military officials, including one who alleges that he was instructed to forcibly remove lawmakers gathered to lift the martial law. Legal experts predict that the trial could be protracted, with an estimated 70,000 pages of evidence and numerous witnesses involved. The first verdict is expected around August, but the complexities of the case may lead to further extensions. If found guilty, Yoon could face severe penalties, including life imprisonment or even the death penalty. Although experts note that the likelihood of execution is low given South Korea's unofficial moratorium on capital punishment since 1997. Yoon's case is particularly significant as it would mark only the third instance of a South Korean president being convicted of insurrection, following two military leaders linked to a coup in 1979. The implications of this trial extend beyond Yoon himself, as it raises broader questions about the balance of power, civilian oversight, and the role of the military in South Korea's democratic framework. As the trial progresses, the nation watches closely, with many wondering how this pivotal moment will shape the future of South Korean politics and governance. Yoon's journey from president to political pariah serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of power and the enduring importance of accountability and leadership. With the eyes of the public and the world upon him, Yoon's fate remains uncertain, but the consequences of this trial are sure to resonate throughout the country for years to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.